Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to Speedy Boy Airsoft, where we have the speediest boys on YouTube. Jokes. Woohoo. So we're gonna jump right into it. Today we are gonna be doing a full disassembly of a Hi Capa upper. We're not gonna do lower quite yet. It's gonna be a separate video. And if you guys have any questions about any of the parts that I'm taking apart, I am gonna sort of describe about what each part does as I fully disassemble the upper. In case you didn't watch the last video, this is my new Hi Capa. It's nice red magwell with the black everywhere else. I am gonna try to get a few more red parts to make the accents look better. But we aren't gonna be disassembling this one today. Same parts, but we are gonna be disassembling the old one, which slightly less upgraded, but all the parts are the same, but they're not like, they're like slightly different brands and stuff. So this one has like slightly less upgrades in it, but you'll see. So we're gonna hop right into it. The first step, if you have your mag in, if you're Hi Capa, first step is you're gonna take your mag out, and then you're gonna wanna set that mag aside because you're not gonna need it. Next part is you're gonna wanna get a Allen wrench of some sort. So let me get my tools out. Get a Allen wrench set. You're gonna wanna get a Allen wrench that is small enough to fit on this knob here. It's gonna be connecting to your slide catch on the other side. So you're gonna wanna slide your slide back so it lines up with either this hole or that hole there. And you're gonna wanna pop it out. See, there it is. So this is your slide catch. It also allows you to take the slide off. So you can just leave that aside also. Next step, you're gonna wanna slide your slide completely forward and it's gonna come right off. So this is your lower part of your Hi Capa with the trigger assembly, sear spring, all that type of stuff. We'll go over that in another video. This is your Hi Capa upper, which is what the BBs actually go into. So I'll show you exactly how the magazine works here. So this little hole matches up exactly with this magazine casket, that red thing. So it's gonna line up something like this. So that's how your Hi Capa looks without the upper. That's how the mag is gonna be sitting. But let's go on to the disassembly of the upper. So first step is gonna be you want to get that same Allen wrench, or you can either slide it down with your thumb, this little notch there. You just want to slide that down, and I have some short strokes in here, which is these little blue things. So you're just going to want to have to pull this down and compress your recoil spring, and just wobble this. Wobble this thing around until we can get it out here. You're going to want to pop it out to one of the sides. Excuse me, it's a little difficult sometimes. Let me just get it off here. Oopsie, almost got it. Okay, it's gonna shoot everywhere. Okay, well, might cut to, nope, we got it. Perfect. There we go. So this is your recoil spring and guide rod assembly. We'll set that down and we'll go over this first. So your guide rod is basically just meant to hold the spring. This is your recoil spring. It controls that your pistol is going back and forth. I'll use this other pistol for an example. So the spring that makes the slide shoot back forward, and that's your recoil spring, which is this thing here. So there are lots of different tensions. This one's like 115%, and the one I have in here is like 100. No, this one's 120. This one's 140. The percentage on the spring is how snappy the pistol is going to be. Something you are going to want to upgrade is, if you are looking to upgrade a Hi Capa, is the recoil spring, because it's going to make your gun cycle a lot faster. The next piece on the guide rod is these little blue short strokes, as I called them. These actually reduce the cycle rate on your gun. So as you can see here, this little notch is supposed to line up with the slide catch here, as we saw here. It's supposed to line up with the slide catch. It'll slide back, but mine won't slide back until it lines up with that little groove right there, because it has short strokes in it, which are what these are. So normally, when you're out of ammo, the slide will catch back, and it'll stop until you reload. And you're also going to lose a lot of gas efficiency with the slide having to go all the way back and then all the way back forward. But if you use short stroke buffers, it only has to go back a little less. As you can see, it doesn't have to, like, about this much. Actually, it saves this much space of the slide having to go back. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is going to increase your gas efficiency and be able to make you be able to cycle your gun faster, be able to come up with second shots faster. So we'll take these short stroke buffers off for now. So these are our short stroke buffers. They come in lots of different kinds. These are airsoft masterpiece ones. The ones I'm having here are Cow Technologies. I do prefer the Cow Technologies because it comes with a bunch of different stiffnesses. These ones, I think these are not the stiffest. The ones I have in there are quite stiffer. But whatever works for you. You can even use like nuts and bolts you can find in your house, as long as you can make sure that it fits on here and make sure that it can stay on here without too much wobble and it doesn't interfere with the slide. It does increase a lot of weight, but these are nice rubber ones. They do make plastic ones, but I do prefer the rubber as these ones and these ones in here. So next part, guide rod. This guide rod is what the spring sits on. So normally it'll sit like this, but since I have short strokes, it only comes up like here. Guide rod, basically meant for your spring just to be in there. Next part is next step is you're gonna wanna see your hop up right here. You're gonna wanna slide it forward. Don't be alarmed, it is gonna come out. You want that. So this is your little silver, this long silver thing. It's gonna be your outer barrel, and the hop up is attached to your inner barrel. So how you get your inner barrel out is you can actually already see it in there. You're gonna wanna push gently to the right on your hop up, and then push out until it slides out, or to the left. It depends which way you're looking at it. You're gonna want to push away from this thing here. So this is an outer barrel. They make metal ones and plastic ones. I just have a plastic one in here. This is actually just the stock one. It is a little wobbly. It's okay. It does save a lot of weight. Weight's really important in Hi Capas because the less weight it takes up, the faster it can cycle, and you can come up with those concurrent shots. Basically the exact same thing that these are for. Hi Capas, you want speed and being able to shoot really fast. So lightweight and cycle rate is basically really important. So this is our inner barrel and hop up assembly. Inner barrel is where your BB actually goes through. We're gonna take this apart real quick. Let me move it into view. Okay, so what you're gonna want is a small screwdriver, like this one here. You're going to want to undo these screws here. Oopsies, stay still. Okay, undo these screws so they come out, and you're gonna want to be careful because you don't want to lose the hop-up arm that is inside of the hop-up. The hop-up arm is this thing right here. And you're going to be very careful because there is grease in here. If it gets it on your hands, not a big deal, but you don't want grease in your hands. You don't want it on your stuff. So this is your the first half of your hop-up shell. This part right here is your hop-up arm. You can just lift this up, no big deal. Make sure you don't lose that because you need that in order to be able for your hop-up to function. Next, you can just pick this up. So this and hop-up bucking assembly. This black thing is the bucking. The hop-up's here, inner barrel right here. So what the bucking does is it controls basically how tight the hop-up is. So it controls how much like up and down. Oopsies. How much up and down you're gonna have when you're adjusting your hop-up, like how much the difference is. So this one is a Poseidon hop-up bucking 70 degree. It's not bad. I do have a maple leaf bucking in here, which is performing a lot better. So if you're getting a bucking, make sure you're getting a maple leaf. They're the best ones on the market for sure. So what we have here is if you're gonna wanna replace your stock bucking or even your upgraded one, or if you want to get a new one, you're just gonna want to pull it off like that. So this is your inner barrel right here. This is your hop-up bucking. So let's say I'm getting a new one. and you just, how am I gonna put it back on, you ask? So, I don't know if you can see in there, but there are little grooves. Let me see if I can get the light to catch it. Little grooves inside there. You're gonna want that little groove to line up with this groove here, and you're gonna want that bump in there to line up with the hole. So it's gonna be something like this. Oopsie, small. Oops, wrong end. Oop, my bad, dude. Amateur. Okay. Slide that back on. Okay, make sure everything is nice and flush. You can look in there, make sure everything's good. There we go. Everything is nice and tight in there. So what you want to do is Maple Leaf don't have these, this little ridge here. Maple Leaf buckies don't have them, so it is a little harder to figure out how you're going to put it back in. But you're going to put it in if you do have one with this little ridge here. You're going to want to line it up with the hole. See if that is down in the way. That little hole right there. Right there. This ridge is going to go right inside there. So I'll show you it. There's my hop-up wheel. It's not a big deal. No. There we go. So, hop-up wheel. This is how you control your hop-up. How you adjust it. You don't need to take it all the way apart. You can just rotate it as it is. So how you're going to put it back, you're going to just put it on this little knob here and slide it down. There you go. Now, the hop-up arm. Be very careful with this because you don't want to lose it. Your gun will be completely broken. You can live without a hop-up wheel. You can live without... That's about it. But your hop-up is going to be stuck, so you're going to want to have this arm here. There. So you're going to do it. You're going to set... I'll even take it out again. This little bump there. You're going to want to insert that into the little gap in the hop-up wheel. And then put it until it lines up in this little gap here. Next, you're going to take your hop-up outer shell, put it back on until it lines up perfectly. Put your screws back in, and make sure they're screwed in nice and tight, but not too tight, so you want to be able to get it back out in case you have a problem. Next screw. Okay, so hop-up assembly. Next step is going to be taking out our air nozzle and blowback housing. So what you're going to want to do is, on mine, I have a a cocking handle. You're gonna want to unscrew this. Take this screw out, and this is my cocking handle. Be careful. This is your nozzle spring. You definitely don't want to lose that. So in fact, I'm gonna get a tool to pry it out safely and carefully. Let's see here. Okay. This is your nozzle spring. This is what controls your nozzle going back and forth. As you can see, there's no tension there because the spring is gone. Next step is going to be getting your blowback housing out. Basically, with plastic slides, you're gonna have to warp the slide and have to push it out. But with metal slides, it should just drop right out. You're also gonna have to unscrew this Allen key screw in the back if you want to get that out. Sorry, my bad. There we go. Okay, next we'll warp the plastic slide. Oh, there we go. And push it out. Perfect. This is our slide. This is basically what all of this is contained in. I'm going to organize it a little bit so I know what goes with what here. So the slide basically makes it look cool, and it needs to contain all of this stuff that's inside it. Okay, here. This, excuse me, since it's so old, this is a old pistol. This is my blowback housing, and my blowback housing and my nozzle here. Put that aside. So in order to get your nozzle out, you're going to want to pull it out and bend it, just like that, just like so. And there. Here we have the compression, where it actually gets air through here. So it compresses around this little black thing. This is quite heavy. If you want a better one, you can just buy them. They're like $40. Not super expensive, but still something. They're not bad. As long as it doesn't break on you. I'd recommend getting an aluminum one. Small screws, what you gonna do when you lose them? You're screwed. More of my expert comedy. That's what you guys are subscribed for sure. There we go, nozzle. Now comes the fun part. When you have all your upgrades in, I didn't do any upgrading. If you want me to upgrade something and want me to show you how it's done, leave a comment what part you want me to upgrade or show you how to upgrade, and I will show you. So how you're gonna put your nozzle back in, make sure you have the screw side at the top. You're gonna wanna bend it like you did when you're pulling it out, bend it. See if we can actually get it in there. Bend it like this, and then wait for it. There we go. Bend it, slide, make sure that thing is. There we go. Nice and jolly. So next, you can either put your nozzle spring in now or later. I'm gonna do it later. Actually, no, I'll just do it now. Whatever. So next, you're gonna put your blowback housing back in. There we go. That's back in. Next, just wanna insert my nozzle spring back in. Perfect. Next, get this. Screw this back in. There we go, finally just locked. Okay. Next, you're gonna want to get this screw again, the screw that I forgot. Take out. You're gonna want to put that guy back in here. It's a long screw, but not so hard to lose. That's good. You're just gonna screw it in. There's a million videos like this on YouTube. You're already here, but wise choice. Next, put your inner barrel and hop-up assembly back in your outer barrel and slide it through the front, just like so, like that. Next, put my hop-up buckets, or what the heck, short stroke buffers, what am I saying? I apologize. Put your short stroke buffers back on, put your recoil spring back, come here, back on, and put your guide rod plug back on. Then you're just gonna want the easy task of sliding it back in. And I said easy sarcastically, yes I did. Ready for this? Just go like yeet, sheet. Here we go. Now, grab your lower. Haven't seen this guy in a while, I know. Slide this back. Oopsies. Slide it back on. Here we go. And put your side catch back in. There we go. Beautiful. And now you can put your magazine back in. If you are watching and you enjoyed this video and it helped you out, we are going to be doing lots of fun videos once quarantine's back over, including using this boy right here, my new Hi Capa. We are going to be doing a send-off of this old Hi Capa before we sell it. Selling this for, trying to get $300 for it. It's limited edition with the blue slide. Has a bunch of upgrades in it. About $100 worth of upgrades. So you are getting a good deal, and looks cool with the silver accents. So we'll be make sure everything is oiled. If anyone wants to get into airsoft with a sweet pistol, right here. So signing off for now. Just make sure you guys are subscribing if you're liking or whatever. That's fine too. Make sure you guys have a great quarantine. Make sure you guys are staying safe and having a great, fun time. Woo! And I'll see you on the airsoft field as soon as this ends. Okay. Well, peace out, guys. Stay safe and have a great quarantine.
What's up, guys? This is post-editing Charlie. Just wanted to let you guys know that the scuba diving video is coming soon, so you guys can stop waiting for that. I know it's been highly anticipated by absolutely no one, but that'll be coming out soon. Just, stay safe. Make sure you're doing your schoolwork. Those who aren't, I'm sure you guys are doing all of your work, definitely. So make sure you guys are having a great time, and I'll see you out in the airsoft field as soon as I can actually leave my house. See ya.